So how often do you check in on those around you? Well, since August of 2023, more than 10,000 people, including professional hockey players, have joined a very special movement and pledged to reach out, check in, and make contact. Joining us now is Rob Thorsen, who is the co-founder of the HT40 Foundation and Shoulder Check, and Morgan Ruppenstein, an athlete and supporter. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So the Shoulder Check Foundation was started in honor of your son, in honor of your best friend, Hayden Thorsen. Tell us about him.
Yeah, Hayes was an amazing young man. He was a really big presence. You couldn't help but notice him, but I think probably one of the most amazing things about him was the reason why you noticed him wasn't what you were left remembering about him. So he was a big guy. He was an athlete like Morgan. At 15 years old, he was 6'3", 200 pounds.
Wow.
And he had a presence, and he knew he had a presence. And when he turned up in a room, he was razor sharp, the kind of funny that comes from insight and observation, not gags and being cruel. And I think what he did then was, he was a kind guy. He was a hand-on-shoulder guy, and it left a mark on people. So I think folks were left, you couldn't help but take notice, but he connected deeply with people in his life.
Tell us more about the mission behind Shoulder Check and what that means.
In the simplest of terms, the Shoulder Check is really doing exactly what Hayden did when he was here with us, which is just put hands on people's shoulders, checking in on people, asking if you're all right. Our line is, we're out to make kindness a contact sport. And that word contact means a lot. You have to reach out, check in, and make contact. That's our pledge and our refrain. And it's a commitment between us, a contract almost, that says, hey, I'm here for you. I'm looking out for you. With the goal being to create space for folks who might need help to allow themselves to be vulnerable enough to say, I could use a hand.
So important. And Morgan, how do you shoulder check someone?
Well, shoulder checking is a very broad term, but that's why it's such a great term. It can be a compliment saying, hey, I like your shirt, or a text, hey, how you doing, or even like a high five in school. It's all just about checking in with people, making sure that they know that you're on their side and you're doing whatever you can to support them. And it's also just about being aware. There's so many times where someone's not in a group chat or someone's not invited to something, and you let that slip through your mind. And it's just about capitalizing on that and making sure that you, one, acknowledge it, and then two, you actually do something about it. And yeah, I think that's what Hayden always did. He was just always helping people and looking out for people, and that's what shoulder checking is all about.
And I think that's such a good point when people are overlooked. Because I think often the person who is suffering from a mental illness is masking it.
Yeah.
Everything looks all right, so you really do have to listen carefully. So you have the second annual Shoulder Check Showcase that's coming up, and tell us how people can get involved. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's this July 25th. It's in Stamford, Connecticut. You can find out all the information about it on our website, of course, which is shouldercheck.org. Tickets are available. It's our second event, and we're really proud of all the support, all the folks that are coming out. We've got 30 professionals, NHLers and PWHLers coming. Chris Kreider, Trevor Zegras, Matt Rempe are all coming out to support us. We've got New York Rangers anthem singer coming to do the anthem. But beyond that, it's that moment and that event exists to share this moment of support with people. Last year, when we first launched it, we had this really magical moment where 2,500 people in the building put their hands on strangers' shoulders and said, I promise to reach out, check in, and make contact. And that's what we'll do again. We're really inviting people in to come experience what this little moment of support, what these small little things can actually do and how they feel. And the belief is, you're touched by that and you feel that, then you're inclined to go share it when you leave the building that day. So that's what we'd love people to come join us there that day, have this experience. Failing that, check out the website where there's lots of ways where people can get involved. The shoulder check is an ingredient. It's an idea, and it'll spread as far as anyone who gets involved can take it, and it's an invitation.
And you actually brought this box of things that I guess you're sending to people when they get involved, and it looks like it's geared towards sports teams.
Yeah.
So tell us about what we're looking at.
Yeah, one of the questions we had last year was just like, okay, we've made the pledge, we've made the commitment, what do we do now? So we've gone and created all these great things. If you think about the way pink turns up in October, right, and purple in November, well, why not this color aqua in September, where people can show that they've made the commitment and that they're here to support one another. So sticks that can be taped. We made this hockey tape with Howie's. patches that folks can wear on their jerseys, much as we've displayed, bracelets like you know, jerseys, and an instruction sheet that goes in the top that tells, here's how you make the commitment as a team, and here's how you keep that commitment going all season long. And we use the term team literally in this case, but also figuratively. You know, Morgan and I are a team, work together to bring this idea, right? And we support each other. Anywhere there's a group of people that are working towards a common goal or have something in common, that's a team, and that's an opportunity to commit to supporting one another through it. So hopefully this is going to be more and more relevant to more and more people, just that basic idea of like, you know, listen, you're not alone because I'm literally right here beside you, and that's the role we're all playing with it.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing this story. I know it's difficult.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Again, the second annual Shoulder Check Showcase. It is July 25th at Terry Connors Rink in Stamford, Connecticut, and tickets are on sale right now. For more information, go to our website, cbsnewyork.com.